BLUELOCK Chapter 355 has just released. England versus Japan is finally here as England's whole team is revealed. We get the return of old characters, introduction to new characters, and one of the craziest characters we've ever seen in the series. I'm not even exaggerating, this felt like a fever dream of a chapter. We are back from break. We're finally at the last game of the group stage. Get hyped, everyone. Let's jump into England versus Japan. The chapter begins with a view of the BLUELOCK Stadium as the announcers say this is the final match of Group A, reminding us only the winners can advance to the knockouts with the world's attention on this red-hot match. Fans are watching all over the world. Everyone is getting excited. This guy kind of looks like me. And next page, the England and Japan teams walk out as Teddy leads the charge for England and Yukimiya is in the front for BLUELOCK. We've been waiting for this moment, y'all. The England team is finally here. Number 3 got a boot on his nose, and number 10 in the back is their captain. So far, fire designs, very unique. In the top left, we see both teams' formations. We already know Japan's, but England's formation is revealed for the first time. Next page, Teddy is shown, and he repeats that he's a worthless puppet 3 times in a row. I don't know what kind of pre-game ritual hype he's trying to give himself, but I'm convinced bro has one line of dialogue. Isagi's reaction to this too is just staring at Teddy. My man has no words. And then out of nowhere, Agi appears waving to Isagi and saying it's been a while. Finally, confirmation. I'm so glad Agi is playing. I'm not the biggest fan, but having returning characters is always very nice, especially because there was a possibility we didn't see him. I'm glad he didn't get snubbed. There's a lot to look forward to his character as well. We know he's a forward. Ryo is playing in defense, and they've had 0 interactions regarding Nagi's elimination. I wouldn't be surprised if Agi is gonna get in Ryo's head this game. He asks Isagi if he remembers him from the Neo Egoist League, and Isagi says, "You're Agi, right?" Of course he remembers him. Agi then gives a thumbs up, and the rest of the England squad is posted up too. Won't lie, they cooked when it comes to showing off the teams. I still think Nigeria's posing was the best of the 3 though. Some designs like the captain and Agi look really good, and then we got Circle Nose looking like Billy, and then this guy hitting the Destroyer Rin pose. He tells Isagi it's an honor, let's see who's crazier, BLUELOCK or us. He continues that this will be a battle of aesthetics. Isagi says, let's do it, you mad doctor, with Teddy looking back too. But before the match starts, we see England's coach Fox is revealed, and what the hell is that? Nah, break week made Kaneshiro and Nomura lose their minds. Is this guy even human? Designed straight out of the absolute Batman series. Who let him walk out the house like that? This is the most villainy looking villain to ever hit fiction. Something you'd see in Beyblade. It's a good design, but he doesn't look good, you know what I mean? Fox then says he is 0 to 1, and we see he got buck teeth and says he can't believe they'd get to face off as coaches Jinpachi. Very interesting. So apparently Ego and Fox know each other somehow, some way, and Ego responds to him saying, likewise, Fox. What the hell was England thinking of making him their coach? To which Fox thinks this is the funniest thing in the world. He then claps back and says Ego is still annoying as always, saying the Japanese Football Association must be brain dead if they hired him. Nah, no Henri disrespect will be tolerated here. Fox already lost the debate when he looked like a failed science experiment. Ego, don't let this withered beaver talk to you like that. Shaming him isn't enough. We have to take his life. On a real note though, I wonder what history these two have with each other, because first time seeing them interact, and anyone can tell they have 0 respect for one another. It's like oil and water. Fox smiles at Ego and tells him, don't worry, today's the day he'll obliterate his foolish football fantasies. As we get a close-up of the ball, Ego claps back saying, fine by him, Fox. The time has come to see. As the kickoff begins, Ego says that this match will decide which of their football aesthetics deserve to live on into the new era. Here we go, folks. The actual match is here. We see Yukimiya running in. Isagi passes the ball back as Zantetsu and Hiyori start moving up as well. Agi is in the front. 2 England players are on his side, with the circle nose being Smiles and Sunshines. He's just happy to be here. And Isagi says, all right, here we go. We see the ball goes to Karasu, and Isagi says Karasu is the anchor of their attacks, with Hiyori in front, Zansetsu to the right, and Yukimiya on the left. The 4 of them will build a diamond shape. He continues to explain the formation, saying Shido is their main finisher, with his role being to support them and confuse the enemy. That's their basic formation. Isagi points out that on top of that, he's been given the freedom to devour the new Karasu-centered formation and aim for a goal of his own. That's the mission Ego gave him. Karasu passes it away before Mr. Smiley over here can get it, and Isagi continues saying, that said, the team is fully now Karasu's. If he wants to regain the top spot, he must decisively win with his own goal and show them a new Isagi Yoichi. While he passes the ball away with Agi literally invading Bro's personal bubble, Hiyori is the one who receives it and says it's time for a tempo boost, setting an absolutely beautiful pass. Number 5 couldn't block it in time, got him over here hitting the Spider-Man pose. And I like this from BLUELOCK. We got a bunch of speedsters in this formation, so going quickly. And speaking of which, Zantetsu is the one to receive the ball, saying switching on, smash England man Zantetsu. Let's go, my boy. Smash England man. Low-key nickname straight out of Captain Man's book. But hey, I'm excited to make this a great debut. Yes, we all want to see a Zantetsu goal. Out of nowhere, though, someone pulls up right next to Zantetsu, saying the weak link to Crush is obviously him. And then meowing at Zantetsu. Yeah, BLUELOCK has truly lost the plot. Why does everyone in the series meow in the manga? And ain't no way he said my boy's the weak link. Have we seen the France game and the numbers some of the players were putting up? Prove them wrong, Zantetsu. Show them why you're the personification of speed. But we see he is England's central midfielder, Nyang. As he tells Zantetsu, England will turn 1 to infinity. As they're both running, Zantetsu tells him to shut up and meowing too. Nyang then gets an arm in front of Zantetsu, bringing him to a stop. But Karasu slides in behind him, calling out his name and asking him to send it back here. Zantetsu then slides to the left, hits it past Nyang, and the other England players start to get ready, saying here it comes, and the 1 to infinity line again, as all 3 players get on Karasu. I spoke too soon. They did in fact see the England game, and this got me sick to my stomach. They even recreated the 3 Musketeers play, but on Karasu. Karasu gritting his teeth, saying they prepared countermeasures, and now that he's the starting point. But that's when Isagi's puzzle pieces start to show up, as he says that that's right, they're targeting Karasu. As Isagi intercepts the ball before everyone, saying he'll devour this opening, and that's what I like to see, my boy. England fell for the oldest trick in the book. The 3 Musketeers play didn't work in the France game. Zantetsu shouts out, nice Isagi, meowing once again, and this is cool to see because in all the chapters of BLUELOCK, this is the first time Isagi and Zantetsu are playing together. But y'all, we may have spoken too soon once again, as Teddy says he can see Isagi and then slide tackles the ball away from him. I knew it was too good to be true. Teddy already on Isagi in 1 chapter. And Peep Isagi too. His life flashed before his eyes. Turned bro into a Mario death animation. Pack it up. Isagi then smiles at Teddy though and says, not bad, a worthless puppet. And Teddy repeats the 1 to infinity line that everyone's saying, which is in our faces that this line is important to the team. Everyone is on the same page. But hold on, folks. The action doesn't stop there because Shido appears out of nowhere and leaps towards the ball that's still in the air. As Teddy and Isagi look on, Shido drops some of the most devious dialogue that's ever been created in this manga, saying, and now the final figure in the opening act is Cream Pie Man, as he flashes the biggest smile. Dog. What? To be honest, this is expected from Shido, but I'm a grown man and you want me to call you Cream Pie Man. Yeah, I can't take you serious, dog. Zesty Demon's a way better name. As Shido prepares to shoot, Big Nose from before says he's jumping, and the other defender says yes, sir. As Shido goes for the shot, but gets blocked last second. And is that a damn knight? What is even going on in this chapter? So close to an opening goal. There's already knights with sword and shields. First mammoths, then robots, and now knights? Truly, this manga is different. Rare moment in history, defenders are doing something at the cost of number 3's head being obliterated. And Shido is absolutely shocked, saying they're like a wall. Karasu, gritting his teeth, just says yikes. And Isagi starts thinking too, saying speed, pressing, contact, blocking. All their players coming at them have crazy abilities. But despite that, the whole team is defending with a regimented coordination. Isagi smiles, asking if they are some kind of army, realizing this is the U20 England's soldier football. And holy smokes, this panel is too clean. Not 1, not 2, but 3 knights in the back, all each holding some sort of weapon. They're about to cut us in half. We see 5 players, including Teddy, are posted up, with Teddy being the one to get the ball after Shido's block shot. They are actually parking the bus, dog. And props to number 3 right here, because he's already back in action after getting a dent in his head. But at the bottom of the page, Fox says he is the one that turns 0 into 1, and Teddy somehow with supersonic hearing hears this from the bench and says, yes sir, we'll turn 1 into infinity, as the chapter ends off there. What the hell is going on in Blue Lock? I know the joke is overused at this point, but I feel like this is the most appropriate time to use it. We got a super villain in Fox and then a knights already on the field. Mind you, this is the first chapter of this game and we're seeing these shenanigans. On a real note though, there is so much to talk about and debunk though. Let's start with the England team and Fox, which I gotta say is very, very interesting. First things first, the official translations were wrong. They were saying Teddy was a wingback when he is indeed a winger as seen by his positioning. Honestly, it doesn't change too much considering positions that don't really matter much in Blue Lock. We see strikers all the way defending, and I mean, Teddy as a winger was defending near the center backs. But it did mislead my whole theory on Teddy being the other wingback because we already had one confirmed. Like, official translations were wrong. That's crazy to me. And also, Fox ended up being a coach too. At least they do have Augie though. That was my concern. They do need someone that's a good forward, especially considering England's score against Nigeria. And I do like the way they approached Fox's character by making him a coach that actually knows ego and has some sort of history with him. I know I'm looking forward to seeing their backstories get revealed, and I'm sure the same could be said for everyone else. Fox had a lot of hype going into this game because he was a name dropped by Teddy before, so we didn't know what he was capable of. And if he was just the run-of-the-mill coach like the Nigeria coach or the France coach, I think everyone would be pretty disappointed. So I'm glad they made Fox prevalent in that way. In terms of the rest of the England team though, we were right about them being a defensive squad that can coordinate well. I'm pretty sure I said that word for word in another video. In my opinion, this is a really good thing because that means we'll see a lot more shots in the game coming from different players and then England blocking them. I feel like that's something a lot of Blue Lock fans want to see. More shots on target, more players missing, but at least getting an attempt of a shot. For example, in the France game, Shido didn't even get one shot off, and then here in the England game, he already got one. So it shows off England's defense and it makes it very exciting to see many players go for shots. It really looks like this match is shaping up to be an unstoppable force that is Blue Lock versus the immovable object that is the England team, and that sounds super hype. First chapter in, and it's shaping up to be a great match. And next chapter is called the 7 Knights, and we know England has the ball, so we might be cooked on this next counter. I hope we see Blue Lock's defenders redeem themselves. We didn't see any of them in this chapter, including Kiora. I do think England will score first, but at least get some blocks in before they do. Anyways though, that about wraps it up for this video. If you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. Leave your thoughts down below as always. This chapter had so much to talk about, so I want to know what you think of it. Do you like the England team? What do you think of Fox? And what do you think of Blue Lock's attack? YouTube really thinks you'd like this video right here, so be sure to check that one out too. I appreciate y'all so much, and I'll see y'all in the next one.